What's up? I'm Brian Tong and welcome to the Apple Bite, where we're talking all things Apple, both good and bad. And if you're the type of person that believes Apple can do no wrong, you might want to cover your ears for a while. Now, to follow up last week's show, Apple will be releasing a software fix to more accurately display how many signal bars we see on all iPhones, both past and present. After being stunned to discover they've actually been miscalculating it all this time, for 3 years. But that still doesn't fix antenna issues that are hardware problems for iPhone 4 users experiencing it. And if you or grandma have problems seeing those tiny little bars, Apple's also increasing the size of bars 1, 2, and 3 with the upcoming software update. Thank you. That is amazing. I still have a hard enough time reading 36 size font. What does that say? Now, if this software fix is accurate, those 5 full bars I get at work, which don't allow me to make or receive calls or send text messages, should all disappear. So, at least I'll know my reception really does suck. But that's not all. The latest developing iPhone 4 issue has to do with its proximity sensor. It hasn't been getting as much attention, but when you hold up the phone to your face, the screen is supposed to deactivate. Now, that's not happening for everyone. Sometimes it won't turn off, people's cheeks will register as screen touches, or its screen won't turn back on after a call. Now, these problems aren't affecting everyone, but then there's also an issue with phones taking yellow tinted pictures that look like they belong to R. Kelly when it tries adjusting to lower light conditions. This may have been the best product launch ever for Apple, but it's also starting to become its biggest black eye, and I'm just waiting out for the next batch of phones from the factories. Now, it's really been a rough few weeks for iPhone 4 owners. AT&T recently announced that a software defect caused iPhone 4 users on AT&T in areas like New York, Washington, D.C., Boston, Las Vegas, Seattle, and many more to drop upload speeds by 1/10 of their normal speed. And you can bet people were thrilled about this, but a fix is on its way with no time frame set, and they won't be thrilled about that. And over the July 4th holiday, Apple confirmed approximately 400 iTunes accounts were hacked after Vietnamese book apps by Tuan Nguyen took over approximately 40 of the 50 top spots for paid books on iTunes. Now, according to Fox News, iTunes servers were not hacked, and Apple has removed all the apps from that developer. It appears the accounts were compromised through phishing scams or easy-to-guess passwords, but it's a little disturbing to me that we would immediately assume iTunes was hacked instead of potentially realizing that Vietnamese book apps on iTunes are just as hot as Justin Bieber. I'm just saying it's possible. Now, in quick bites, all this bad press isn't hurting Apple. According to Piper Jaffray and NPD's data, Mac sales are up 30% year over year for the quarter through May, and the iPad doesn't seem to be hurting the Mac sales at all. And if you're still looking hard for an iPad, DigiTimes reports Apple is ramping up iPad production to over 2 million units for the month of July. Now, the MobileMe iDisk app has been updated to support multitasking in iOS 4, and it's now compatible on the iPad. And if you're a MobileMe user, you can opt in and try out the beta for the calendar app at me.com. Plus, let's not ignore that even though we've been going on and on about the iPhone 4's antenna issue, there are solutions like this one. All right, that's going to do it for this week's show. Send your emails to theapplebite@cnet.com. I'm Brian Tong. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next week for another Bite of the Apple.